number 2 reason was that it was why people will fire accounting firms was that they don't support digital business payments for AP and AR.
Sure, yeah,
which
go figure.
seems a little bit, yeah, exactly, like in a Bill.com article. Well, number 1 reason was they weren't using Bill.com is the problem. But I think that's true. I think what you're saying is right. The more and more that, accounting firms aren't getting on board with the newest technologies or that firms aren't adapting them, then, it's going to lead to people switching to whoever will take the most, up-to-date technology.
Yeah, I think if you're doing that kind of work, like the outsourced accounting, bookkeeping, controllership type work, I think we've seen firms where they're literally old school. Like they're downloading the data or getting the client's staff to prepare data and categorize it for them. They're sending it off to the accountant team, and then the accountant team is locked away in some office with a general ledger system that the client doesn't have any access to, crunching the numbers, and they spit out a financial statement once a month, and that's how they actually do it. And so, yeah, I can see where actually having integrated real-time systems and the ability to process payments electronically and all that could be a competitive advantage if that's who you're competing against. I guess, maybe I'm naive, but I feel like there's a lot of people out there in terms of in the accounting world, at least on a nationwide basis, that are doing these kind of services and are doing it, electronically or whatever. So it seems like the folks we run into who are kind of doing it old school seem to be more the minority, but maybe they still have kind of a lock on a lot of the client base.
I might sound ageist here, but like I see, or maybe an experience based where somebody's at the end of their career, or like at a point in their life where, like I've been doing this for 40 years the way I'm doing it.
Right.
Why am I going to try and change my business model or my thing before 5 years before I retire?
Right.
Kind of thing.
On the client base, it probably feeds itself on the client base,
Sure.
because if you have, an accountant who's been working with the same clients for that long, chances are the clients are also in that same zone, right?
Right.
So they're on the same page together. They're like, neither one of us wants to change this thing.
Yeah.
Let's keep doing it the old school way.
From both sides, probably. Whatever you're doing is working right now. If it ain't
Right.
broke, don't fix it.
Right.
And from their point of view, from either side of the table, is seeing like, well, this has worked so far.
Right.
It's worked
Yeah.
for the last 25 years.
Right.
Nobody likes change.
Don't change.
Yeah.
Well, I had a question for you. One of the things on there they said is that it was like the last item they said that people might fire a firm for or not refer them, and it was doesn't handle international payments.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, you could interpret that a lot of ways. I think in the context of that list, it seemed to me like it was that the firms didn't want to take payments from foreign sources, is how I interpreted it. Only because when you put it up against what the other ones were, they weren't specific accounting issues. So it didn't seem like they were saying that the firm didn't know how to handle international accounting or IFRS or something like that.
Yeah.
It seemed more like, a transactional issue.
Yeah.
But
I guess that's the benefit of asking a broad-based question. You can interpret it any way you want.
Yeah.
Right? It's like,
I don't agree with that, with those findings.
I think that like the report had that one in there just to make it like all the other ones are 5. We got to add like a 5th one, or
they're
like whatever it was.
Adding international payments to their
you got to say
Bill.com.
something international.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
No matter what you do, there's always got to be international thrown in
I
there.
think it's a new feature they're adding.
We're wide,
Right.
we're worldwide. We have one customer in India or something.
Right. Yeah. No, that's, right. Just to kick a dead horse, but enumerate the possibilities. Like, it's like you said, like, do they mean that our firm won't accept the international payment for our services? Or do they mean that we won't process international payments on behalf of our clients?
Yeah.
Or do they mean we won't account for international payments or all of the above? Like, I don't
Or we don't have the technical knowledge to be
where are
able
they
to
going with this? Yeah.
foreign translation currency.
And the truth is probably that 40 clients answered that question thinking different answers there.
Exactly.
Like some of them interpreted it one way, some did the other. And
Yeah.
the result is a meaningless survey.
Right.
But
At least on that point, perhaps.
yes.
Yeah. I don't think it's meaningless in the information that they're conveying.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm being a little harsh. But
yeah, definitely there could have been a better worded question than
Yeah.
what do you think about foreign payments, sir?
yeah.
What? Like, foreign payments to what?
I can't stand foreign payments.
Yeah, it's a loaded question.
I love foreign payments. I don't like them. I don't know. What should I answer? No idea.